Here are some amazing games that you absolutely shouldn't miss on Xbox Game Pass right now. I've divided this list by genre, so no matter your taste in gaming, you'll find your next favorite here. Or maybe you want to try something completely new. I'll cover the best RPGs, Metroidvanias, horror, action-adventure, racing, platformer, simulator, story-driven games, roguelikes, and co-op games, plus a bonus category at the end. Let's dive right in. This category was really hard to pick because Xbox Game Pass has so much choice when it comes to RPGs, especially more older established titles, but I had to go with Mass Effect Legendary Edition because this trilogy is absolute classic. It includes all three epic games and all their DLCs in one remastered collection, making it admissible. The remaster respects the originals, keeping everything that made them great while upgrading textures, models, resolutions, and removing a few outdated and annoying mechanics. For me, this trilogy is still one of the greatest gaming adventures of all time, right up there with franchises like Lord of the Rings and Star Wars. If you've never played it, you're in for an amazing ride, and I truly envy you for the adventure that's ahead. And if you played Mass Effect back in the day, this remaster is the perfect excuse to replay it. Metroidvanias have been thrilling in recent years, and Game Pass has some fantastic examples of the genre, but Hollow Knight is still extremely hard to beat. Team Cherry absolutely nailed it, creating a beautiful, unique and atmospheric world with stunning hand-drawn art, incredible animation and some of the best Metroidvania mechanics ever made. The progression, map exploration and boss fights are near perfection. The music in this game is also phenomenal, which adds even more to the already incredible atmosphere. Even if you've never played a Metroidvania before, give this one a shot. And if you love it, you'll join the army of players waiting for its long-anticipated sequel, Silksong. When Dead Space launched in 2008, it set a new standard for sci-fi horror genre, and when the remake dropped in 2023, it proved that this game is still one of the scariest horror experiences ever made. The remake modernizes everything, better graphics, improved controls, no loading screens, but stays true to the terrifying atmosphere of the original. It's a slow-paced horror game that knows how to mess with your head. When the scary hits, it really hits you. If you've never played the original, now it's the best time to step into Isaac Clarke's suit and face the horrors of USG Ishimura. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is a brand new addition to an amazing Game Pass library. The game was released just a few months ago, but it's already a big success among both gamers and Indiana Jones fans. I did a full review of the game on my channel, you can check it by the link in the description, but in short, it's a fantastic first-person, story-driven cinematic adventure packed with ancient puzzles, stealth action, and cartoonishly evil Nazis. Troy Baker's voice acting is excellent and you really feel like you're playing as classic indie in his prime. There is stealth, sweep action, fistfights and ton of cinematic moments. If you love classic action-adventure games, this is one of the best on Game Pass right now. If you're a fan of racing games, even a casual one, don't skip on Forza Horizon 5. It's an open-world driving simulator with the amount of content I have never seen in a racing game before. You can spend hundreds of hours exploring Mexico, completing story missions, challenges and multiplayer races. The selection of cars, customization and hidden secrets make it one of the most fun racing games ever made. You can of course play with your friends in multiplayer, which will make the game even more fun. It's also one of the best looking games on Game Pass using all the power of Xbox consoles. If you have a 4K TV or a high refresh rate monitor, it'll blow you away. If you love atmospheric games, Inside is an absolute masterclass in dark, eerie storytelling. It's a story-driven game, but the storytelling is very minimalistic with no dialogues and everything is told via gameplay and world building. The game is a platformer with some puzzle mechanics, none of which is distracting you from this dystopian, almost Orwellian type of world. The game is short but unforgettable. If you like platformers or atmospheric stories, this is an absolute must-play on Game Pass. There are a lot of farming simulators out there, but none of them got close to Stardew Valley. Incredible style, attention to details, hundreds and hundreds of hours of content with a variable gameplay, and I still cannot believe the game was made by just one person. True success story of the gaming industry. The game offers you an incredible amount of choices on how to play and live in the world of Stardew Valley. You can go to dungeons and slash the monsters, or you can grow your crops, breed farm animals, you can build relationships with the villagers, or you can become a fisherman, and so much more. The game is the best relaxing experience on the Game Pass, but it can also be pretty deep game if you want it to be. Absolutely must play for all kinds of gamers. There are so many great story-driven games in the Game Pass, but I had to go with A Plague Tale: Requiem. The game makes such a strong focus on storytelling, world building and characters, it's hard to argue it's one of the best storytelling games on Game Pass. The game is a sequel to A Plague Tale Innocence, continuing the story of Amicia and Hugo, two siblings trying to survive in a brutal, plague-ridden medieval France. The game is a stealth action hybrid with some puzzles, incredible world building and a deeply emotional story. If you love rich narratives, this one is one of the best on Game Pass. The roguelike genre, similar to Metroidvanias, has exploded in the last decade, and we've seen a truly remarkable number of titles, but Dead Cells is one of the absolute best. The game not only provides you with a fantastic, fast-paced, action-packed roguelike experience, but also adds Metroidvania to the formula, making it a very unique experience. The amount of content in the game is also astonishing, tons of completely different weapons, with lots of upgrades and skills, changing gameplay and making each run feel different, with a lot of room for experimentation. The game is very challenging, as is common for the genre, but as the roguelike genre goes, it's also pretty forgiving, and you constantly get better both in skill and the character strength. This one was pretty easy to pick, and I've already crowned this game before as the best co-op game, and it's on Game Pass. It Takes Two is an incredible journey, especially playing with your partner will make it a truly fun and bonding experience. It's handcrafted action-adventure where every level introduces new mechanics, puzzles and interactions, and you never get bored of the gameplay. As the game states, you will need a lot of collaboration. You will get the reference once you've played it. It's an unforgettable game and it's a must-play co-op experience on the Game Pass. As a bonus category, I wanted to mention a very unique experience in gaming, Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. This game is a mix of action-adventure, puzzles, psychological horror and exploration, but most importantly, the game accurately portrays the mental condition called psychosis, making it one of the most immersive experiences in games bordering on psychological illness that can occur in real life. At the end of the game, there's even a small documentary where you can learn more about it. Ninja Theory is a truly fantastic studio that is not afraid of experimentation. The game is best experienced in headphones because they use binaural audio design where you hear voices from different directions, putting you inside the main character's mind. If you're looking for something truly unique and experimental, this is a must-play on Game Pass. There is also a sequel to this game, Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, which is also available on Game Pass, but I haven't checked it yet. That's all I have for you today. I've put all these games into a search to play list, link in the description. This list barely scratches the surface of what's available on Game Pass, but I hope this video helped you discover some amazing games to play right now on Game Pass. Let me know in the comments which Xbox games you're playing or if I missed any must-play titles, and I'll give your comment a heart. Keep playing, take care, and see you soon.